TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the London Black Knights, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Caleb Chason able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it'll bring up third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Tannehill. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
On the carry.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out to his left. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Steps away. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. You can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Complete to
Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is taken at the 23. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's second down.
Now from to pass on second down. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And just shutting him off there. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 9 catches, 83 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert, following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 7-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Fromm. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Fromm. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw, Fromm. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Fromm. On the screen, this is Evans. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Fromm to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Darrington Evans, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
To Adam Thielen.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there again. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Smith catches left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Black Knights.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
London.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Carr on the bootleg. The open man is Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
Now Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Carr gonna throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run here with Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
43-yard line.
Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. London about set to take over on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. They set up the screen for Henry. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Complete to Derrick Henry. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Hundley. And that's caught by Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense. That's the end of the
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A big gain on the play, but it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll buy some time right. He's got Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. On the move to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. From the gun, it's Fromm. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Fromm. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Derrick Henry with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's taken it around the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And a London 1st down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 35 on second down, Tannehill over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it down to the 32.
A.J. Brown.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Carr. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Carr completes it, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
At the 32-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 20.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but They haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but they're at this point. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with